Rachel Harrison.
And I'm Carmen Engel.
And this is a Pointer Television broadcast. Placing first with a total of 210 points, South dominated regionals this past Friday. The final score beat out the other teams by a considerable margin. Cass Tech totaled 107 points, Lakeview 82, North 73, King 49, Montfort 45, East Detroit 32, and all of their teams under 20. Highlights include a 4-minute and 46 time by Hannah Meyer in the 1600, ranking her number 1 in Michigan and in the top 5 nationally. Also, Veronica Schott set a new record in the 300 hurdles in 44.9 seconds. Coach Steve Zaranick commented, "Our team competed at a new level. As good as we have been all season long, we elevated ourselves to meet the challenge of the regional. I could not have asked for better results." The team qualified to the state finals with 14 of the 17 events. 14 girls will travel to Rockford High School to compete in the finals. In other news, the American Cancer Society hosted Relay for Life this past Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Grosse Pointe Woods Park. Relay for Life is a worldwide event to celebrate the lives of people who have fought cancer, remember those lost to the disease, and raise money to go towards finding a cure. At Relay, multiple teams of people camp out and switch walking or running around the track. South's student team, Fight Love Cure, had 54 registered. Team captain Gracie Scarcella reported that they raised over $3,000 before the event even began. The day's events included a survivor's lap, luminaria ceremony, fight back ceremony, and appearances from locals such as Dan the Reptile Man, Paws the Tiger mascot, and local bands.
Every May, 99.5 WYCD hosts the annual Hoedown at the Hart Plaza in Detroit. It is now the largest country music festival in the world. This past May 13th through 15th, 3 stages were host to over 50 country singers. While most performers were up-and-coming artists, some well-known names included Gloriana, Jason Aldean, Josh Grayson, and Steel Magnolia. Ellie Wilson commented saying, "I loved walking through the plaza and listening to country music being blasted throughout the city." The festival offered an opportunity to listen to free music and support the city of Detroit. On the weekend of May 28th through the 30th, the annual Detroit Electronic Music Festival was hosted at the Hart Plaza. As the original founders of techno music, Detroit began hosting the festival to gain exposure and recognition of electronic music. Starting as a small festival for DJs to play their music, this year the Tech Fest has nearly 70 different DJs and over 200,000 people who attended. Some of the most popular DJs included Mark Farina, Benny Benassi, and Girl Talk. It is now recognized nationwide as the beginning of the popularity of techno music and continues to keep the tradition alive in Detroit.
And for your entertainment, let me just say that Water for Elephants by Sarah Gruen is the best book I have ever read. Constantly searching for even a spare second to dive into its pages, I found myself reading it at lunch, in between my teacher's breaths, and even while walking to class. Call me a nerd, but 5 pages into this New York Times bestseller, and you'll understand my obsession. The reader gets to see what circus life was like back in the Great Depression as main character Jacob, who is the circus veterinarian, falls in love with the beautiful Marlena, the show's equestrian act. However, Marlena is the wife of Jacob's crazed boss and is untouchable. Gruen enchants the reader through the novel's tales of forbidden love, animal stampedes, murder, countless fights, conspiracy, and more. It's truly a must-read.
Over these hot summer nights, if you're looking for a light meal, the Park Grill in Grosse Pointe Park is the place to go. With fresh ingredients and cheap prices, the Park Grill is the perfect family restaurant. Instead of going with a heavy burger or the same old sandwich, you can get their popular dishes such as Fergie's, kafta and shawarma, or the gyro sandwiches. Carry-out is also offered so families can take home delicious meals instead of the normal takeout.
A few weekends ago, Carmen and my posse attended the Tony Award-winning musical Chicago, which was held from May 17th to the 22nd at Detroit's very own Fisher Theater.
It's the story of Roxy Hart, a housewife and nightclub dancer. At the beginning of the play, the audience learns that she has murdered her on-the-side lover because he threatened to walk out on her.
To save herself from conviction, she hires Chicago's renowned criminal lawyer, Billy Flynn. With his help, she transforms her devilish crime to the hot topic of the press.
Her goal is to sway the public through entertainment to declare her not guilty because they want to keep her around.
It's too late to see it in Detroit, but this is a must-see play that everyone should attend at least once in his or her lifetime.
Join us tomorrow at 7 p.m. sharp for more interesting topics.
This has been a Pointers television broadcast with Rachel Harrison
and Carmen Engel.
See you tomorrow!